The moment he came, we were just talking, I was teaching, and the next thing is that, sir, do you know what happened? The moment I came into the temple, the first thing that came to my mind was, it's as if they were talking to me, that so all that matters is for you to do blood sacrifice to your ancestors, to your gods, so they can bless your business. This is a man that has been with you. You could not even give that 1 million, say, take as a gift. I laughed. I just laughed. I said, hey, what did they tell you? Okay, good one. Make a bizarre on the talk to pastor and say, come and give me money for tithe. Thanksgiving is a personal thing, whether you thank me or don't thank me. That's why I tell you, one of the major reasons why I make shakara a lot, the reason why I do shakara, because I make my money like I work. Like I literally, as I'm talking to you, I'm doing 1 or 2 things with my system. As I'm talking, I'm doing 1 or 2 things with my system. Yes. 1 or 2 things. And they do and they go. We did a blood sacrifice. And then he later sent 1 million, says, sir, take for Thanksgiving. I said, okay. It's okay. Oh, wahala. Use my girlfriend when they always support me. Make her Ada. What will be that her name, sir? Maybe this is my girlfriend name. What is her name?
Yeah, I'm still around.
Who is that? Who is talking? Okay, your question. What was the question again? Sorry.
Get ask the first question.
What was the first question?
Okay, yeah. I said, how can we be able to? Yeah, I said, how can we be able to apply this wisdom to our daily life, considering the fact that we don't have a temple now where we can do these things?
Yeah, we have
in our houses.
We have a temple where we can do that. We have the temple of Anubis.
And I also like consultation.
Yes, like I said, I can only do consultation for you when I'm asked. If I open your picture and I'm asked to, and a message comes, your ancestors come and they tell me, I will do. Not because you asked me to do. And you get it now?
Okay.
Good. I explain this every time. When somebody pays me to do consultation, what I do is go to the sea and I summon. And summoning your ancestors for me to do consultation for you can take me up to 20 to 30 minutes. There are cases I stay in the water for 3 hours. You have paid me. I have to summon. And I will never lie. The moment I go and nothing, I say, nothing came up. Should I send your money back to you? But I'm not sending you your full money because the time I spend there, you not go. In most cases, if I just say at the thing there, if I say the person send money, the person not to get money, I'll just refund your money for you. The smart ones will say, sir, don't. Just keep trying. We must know why they are not appearing. So, what consultation I do when I want to summon that takes me 1 hour, 2 hours, I will now come and do it. How many of you have been on my live that if I'm doing consultation to somebody, I can spend up to 50, almost 1 hour doing consultation for somebody? How many of you are here that when I pick somebody, maybe somebody just appeared now and I'm doing consultation, I can spend more than 1 hour just on one person? Good. Like one person, I will spend like 1 hour on that one person. So the 1 hour I come here to teach is what. So that's why I said, anytime I come here, it's only when I'm looking at people's picture or I'm just directed to click on somebody's account and the message comes, I'll just give it out. If I don't, I'm not going to summon anybody as a stuff for consultation. It's too strenuous. And if you guys must know, anytime I do consultation online, I go back to bed weak, tired, and I will tell you, for the past 2 weeks I've been coming on this live, every single person I did free consultation for, nobody chatted me up to say, sir, take 5,000 naira for airtime. Nobody, none. And I did not do it because you want to send me money. The ancestors appear. I saw it and I'll talk. It's just that sometimes wisdom, like sometimes some of your problem, to solve your problem is just an application of wisdom that you may not even spend up to 1 million to solve your problem. And I actually thought that being a Christian and like coming back to African spirituality, some of you will have sense, but some of you do not have sense. And I realized that if you cannot even have sense from some stories that were told in the Bible, how can you even have sense when I start telling you the things of the Spirit? It's impossible. Like, literally impossible. Like, literally impossible. It's literally impossible. So your question is, how do we go back and practice the ways of the gods? Yes, we can. The temple, I built it by listening to me, joining my moon water ritual. Okay. Some of you come here and call me scammer because I'm Nigerians with you. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. You guys will be surprised. Sadhguru mentorship. Now, he has a lot of mentorship and program. I will show you some. I will show you some. Now, for inner engineering, I'll tell you how much you have to pay for you to have a group, not one-on-one, a group on inner engineering. I will show you how much. $120 US. $120 US to Naira is 173,000 Naira. For how many days does it take? It takes you receive online for online in person, online in person is $1,950, meaning you will be talking to Sadhguru himself. 1,950. That is 2.8 million Naira. 2.8 million. And I will tell you, there is nothing that man is teaching that the gods have not given me. There's nothing that man is going to teach that you will not find on my video. There's nothing that man will teach. Was it Oge? Yeah, it was not Oge that was in my temple. Somebody visited my temple. Yes, somebody visited my temple. When the person visited, he said, sir, I chatted you up for consultation, but when you said it's 300,000, it was too much. So something brought me to Lagos I said, sister, I cannot do consecration. Let me just come to the temple and pray. So when he came, I was in my office. I told my boys, I'm going to open wine for him. They open wine, they give him. The offer finished. After offering, is AGK here? Is the man here? The man I spoke to. If you are here, please indicate. I don't know if my son, Usinachi, is here. Usinachi, if you are here, please indicate. I don't know if anybody shared the live on my YouTube, my WhatsApp group self. So, he came. I don't know if Usinachi is here. He's not here. AGK. I don't know if AGK is here. I spent over 1 hour teaching these people. After 1 hour of talking, I went live. How many of you were on that live that day in the temple where I was talking? I was teaching. I was teaching about woman. I was talking about African spirituality. Good. Okay, you hear? Can you hear? You can see people writing. Live that day. Stephen. Good. When I was done on that live, that is 1 hour after I've taught this man, showed this man a lot in the temple, giving him secrets. When he was to go, he said, sir, I want to leave. Oh. I said, no, wahala. And then he said, sir, please don't be angry. Let me just buy you airtime. I was not expecting much. I said, please, when of you do consultation. Anyway, I don't teach everything. I tell her, once in a while, come around. And I gave him a secret. Why I tell people to pay me a huge amount of money when they want to talk to me. And then it was after like 1 hour I saw the alert. He sent 50,000. But before he sent the 50,000, I asked him a question. And I said, everything you have learned from me, both the ritual, the prayers I did for you, and the secret I revealed to you, if you are to quantify it in money, is it up to the 100,000 you would have paid to come and see me for us to still have the conversation? He says, sir, is way more than. He said 1 million naira. He said, normally what I've just learned from you, 1 million naira, I will not be able to learn it from anybody on earth. I said, oh, so you mean for me and you to talk like this is worth more than 1 million? Not because you guys actually say, no, sir. He said, he said, I am leaving this temple a new man. See, let me tell you, if you come to my temple, if you come to the temple, not my temple, if you come to the temple and you left and you are living, praying that, oh, me money comes out, you can come back and do work, you can never be saved again. Like, you are doomed forever. If your next coming so that you can see what you can do, so that we can do work for you, you are doomed forever. You know why I said that? When you come to the temple for ritual, by mistake, you come meet me. If I'm in a good mood, I will talk to you. If I'm not good, I'll say, give him drink, or pour and go. That one I don't. But if I'm in a good mood, I can't talk to you. You will always leave the temple as though you have done a mega ritual. You can never leave the temple thinking the same. You leave the temple knowing that this problem is solved. My coming back to this place, no be a certain entire year. I'm not trying to exaggerate. That is how it happened. That is how it happened. But if you come and you left empty, it means nobody can help you. The only person that can help you is the person that will use her cow to do ritual for you to make money. And you still go back to this. You will still find yourself where you found yourself that made you come to meet me. Because then, I want to understand. Wait, let me ask a question. How many of you are there here when we go meet spiritualists, African spiritualists, and when you go their shrine, the African spiritualists is actually talking to you from a logical, scientific, biological, psychological, historical point of view. And he's still endowed when it comes to rituals. How many? None. Some don't even know how to communicate with you. The language we understand. Some don't know how to communicate with you. Somebody sent me a message. He said, "Sir, I want to do death ritual for me." Which one is death ritual? So the one you taught. So that we will share the blood 50-50. I don't understand. Edokbolo, had there been any time I taught death ritual and I said they should use human being?
That being just the sex we get. And that since that thing we use now.
To serve another thing for the study that did that.
When the thing as sex for the study that did.
So we still get sex yesterday.
Huh?
We still get sex yesterday.
No.
Nothing. I say your hair is not correct, Oga. Don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. The next thing is help me to sponsor me to school. So you did not go to school. You want to just make money. Say, I say human blood. He say yes. From where? Say we share 50-50. Hey. If I can do a ritual, why do I want to do it with you and share it with you 50-50? Now everybody from my state will say, "Oga, they send them. It's a setup." And I know. With what I teach, me that is always saying that they will come after me very soon. They will send people. It's one of the major reasons I tell my boys that work in the temple, don't just allow anybody come to the temple anyhow. When they come to the temple, don't leave them alone. Watch them. When they finish offering libation, let them go. Some few carry things come bury for ground. The next 5 minutes, police don't come. You want to search. They'll come see things. The next thing, now go first to say, "We talk them. If they do bad, no wonder they charge people expensive money." But I can tell you one thing. Before I will live my life on this earth and leave this earth, I will never have any case with the police that has to do with crime. Because African spirituality is not crime. I know Christianity and Islam is against it. So they tag everything we do as evil. But I said something. I, Uzih, I will remove that evil covering around African spirituality. That's the reason why I'm blessed. The reason why the gods can trust me with money today is because they know I am here. I am here. To promote African spirituality. And in return, I will still get my own reward. They will definitely reward me. Who told you they will not reward me? They will reward me. What did they call it? Mike Suega El Chapeau. Have I done consultation for you before?
No, sir.
Okay, oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. How was your question?
Okay, although I have two questions I want to ask you.
Okay.
Number one is if, like me personally, if something want to happen to me, it happens to me. I see it as a vision before it happens to me, physical.
There is somebody here. When I'm done with this life,
all.
I will delete your number from my phone and I will block you. You have gone. No, you left the life. You left the life. You left the life, and I know why you left this life. Now they lie to me. I know why you left this life. And even if you are still in the life, when I'm done with this life, I will delete your number I will delete your number totally and you will not be able to reach me. Let me even do that now, Seth. Let me block you first before I delete when I finish. Yes, so I will block and the person know himself. Except you will make a comment now and say, tell me the reason why, give me reason why I should not block you. You know yourself. Except you are no longer on this live. I want to block you right now. Your question, please.
Okay. The first question is, if something were to happen in my life, if I don't dream about, if I don't see it as a vision, because as for me, anything that don't want to happen to me, whether good or bad, I used to see it before it happens to me.
No, you don't see it before it happens. They give you a glimpse of what is going to happen. You don't see it before it happens. It is going to happen.
Okay.
So they just give you a glimpse of it.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know why it's always like that. And sometimes if it does not happen that way, it will never happen.
Okay? You cannot know why it's happening that way. You cannot know why it's happening that way because they are just giving you a glimpse. This is what is going to happen. So the reason they give you the glimpse of that is to prepare yourself. Either to avoid it or to brace yourself when the thing hits you. You don't need to know why it happened to you.
Okay. And I'm always seeing snakes in my dreams.
You always see snake in your dreams.
And sometimes, sometimes I used to come across it in real life.
You say what? Oh, you see snake in real life.
And sometimes there was a day I was going to go and do a consultation somewhere. About 2 times I traveled. I went to do consultation in 2 different places on different occasions, and I jammed snakes on the way.
Okay. I'm not good in dream interpretation, but the only explanation it could be maybe you are a Naga spirit. That could be the reason. You get it now?
Okay.
Maybe you are a Naga spirit. If you are a Naga spirit, then that means that's why you'll be seeing snake. When you see snake in the dream, do they pursue you or they just around you? They just play with you?
They don't hurt me.
And that means
sometimes.
Yeah, that means you are a Naga spirit. And Nagas, male Naga are very rare. They are very, 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 very rare. Very rare. Very few people are Naga spirits. How old are you?
Okay. 33.
Eh?
33.
Okay, good. You are old enough. You are old enough to make money. I started making money younger than that. So.
Yes, I started, but along the line, I don't know what happened.
I made my first 1 million from web development when I was just 16. Then it was HTML that was raining. 1 million, 100,000. While I made my first 1 million, 2014, 2015, yes.
2015. Wow. Yes. Then I make my 200,000 at 2014 also.
And I made my first 100 million 2020. 20 last year. My first 100 million.
Yeah, I've not made 100 million. I've not made 1 million in my life.
And my first 1 billion. My first 500 million was this year. My first 1 billion is going to be this year or next year.
Amen.
Amen. What are you doing, amen? It's not amen. It's something I'm going to do, something that will happen.
Okay. And I would like to collect something from you.
You want to collect something from me?
Yes, sir.
You cannot collect anything from me. Tell me what you want.
Okay. The last time you were on live.
You see that you want to buy something from me? You want to buy something from me? Or you want to collect?
No, this one you said anybody you said anybody that wants it to come and collect it.
What is it?
The last time you were at the seaside doing a consultation, and you were picking was it seashell or whatever? You were picking and you said anybody that wants it.
Anything that comes from the sea, you have 3 days to come and collect it. After which I don't collect it. And that thing, when I say money I can't collect, you know how much when you don't bring enter my account, what they build. In fact, from that time till now, in fact, this evening before I enter this live, about 1.8 million just enter my account. Yesterday 1 million.
Like me.
I'm going somewhere, relax. Yesterday 1 million. Day before yesterday 1.5. Last week 2 million. Like from the time I took that thing from the sea, I'm the only person that come online and say, call the EFCC to come and probe my account so that they know how money comes to my account. And they probe it. They check it all the time. They check how money comes in every time. They know what I do. They know the several business and what I do and money comes in. And that is why sometimes when I just open my mouth to say, okay, this thing that just came in today from the waters, those of you who want, you don't need to pay money, send your dispatch rider or send me money to wave bill it to you. The next thing I speak on the sea, let them not just come. It's weird, right?
No, as for me, I was waiting for an approval.
And you don't need approval. That means you are not ready. I went to my boss's office. Let me finish. I went to my boss's office. I had done the first batch of the contract that worth over 100 and something million. The major batch of the contract. Mute your mic. Okay, stay in one place. Your noise is too much. Put your camera in one place. The second batch, I've done the second batch that ran almost 200 something million. The last batch was the heaviest of all the money. And my boss said, my younger brother will do it. He's also in the IT. The moment he said it, I walked to her face. He will not do it, I will do it. He said, I vote could leave my office. He will do it. Not you do the second one. And I came out and I entered the car. I was to go to the office. I did not. I started driving. It was later this year. In fact, last year I realized that, it was the deity that moved me. And I took my car and I drove down Anwani Road and I entered Interbois and I drove around Interbois 3 times. I drove around Interbois 3 times and I started calling the name of the man. You will call me for this. I will do this thing. I went down to NBC. I turned around the NBC this thing 7 times with my car. I was turning around 7 times and I went down to Okpanamu. I drove down to Okpanamu. On my way coming from Okpanamu. Where are you? I said, I'm on Okpanamu Road. Come to the office. And they call my brother since the number not go. And they said they need it urgent. So you do it? I say, yes. We cannot send you money. And I say, don't worry, sir. Alpha, Christomana, oh yeah. We need 26 numbers of this, 100 something number of this. You got to, I don't know, I'm willing to sell my car, get this thing done. The money is coming in a week time. You say, oh God, this is the highest deal we have done. and it was delivered in less than 48 hours. You are waiting for me to go ahead. You are not ready. Okay? Some of them never make money. Some of them never make life. So you don't know what it means to have made money and life, and then you lost it. And you now see another opportunity. You are now waiting for approval. You don't wait for approval. You summon deities. You summon spirit. Take over things. You offer that. You give them. Let me see if I can read Nima Sedani. I'm coming. Can I get Nima Sedani? Nima Sedani. Let me see. I want to read one of the things I wrote in Nima Sedani about promises. You make promises. Promises of things you may not be able to even give, and you want blessings. It is not possible. You make promises. Good. I've opened it. Let me see if it's your updated version that is here. Okay, it's not the updated version. Sorry, it's not the updated version. It's not the updated version. Let me see if I can get the updated version. I'm coming. Relax. I'll show you. Nima said that. You make empty people can make promises because they are desperate. The moment you are desperate, you start making promises. Don't worry. When I make it, I'll do this. I know that you are lying. You are a thief. Oh, you are a thief. You are a liar. You are a liar. Liar is your second name. You get it now? So, I always pray people. See, Kingsley, the time I started this calling newly, all those my children, when they go church, you know, before, I didn't have problem with you going to church and me doing spiritual work for you. You get that? But it was not this. It now looks as if I was doing spiritual work for people, and they would just make the money and go back to church to go and do Thanksgiving. So I was no longer comfortable with it. So I have to change. If not, by now, I've already built more than 4 houses from my children. One is already in the UK now, I mean US. Move to US. Now don't move to US already. Let me say yeah, they make math. He says, we cannot leave Christianity. What will our husband say? What will our wife say? What will our pastor say? Just do work for us, we'll be giving money. And I was doing work, and everything was going fine. They were sending the money. Money was not a problem. The one who pay me, the one that do work for your husband, they give a contract for share finish. I say, oh yeah, you promise you're going to buy a Mercedes Benz. He say, yes, so it's my husband. My husband said it was God that did it, that it was not any juju. Hey, is it the same way your husband that they pursued, they terminated his contract in the middle of the night? You call me, and they have told you they've already written check for compensation and everything to him, and then the following morning they called him back and gave him a contract worth over 1.6 billion. That is the one that Jesus Christ said. He said yes. I said no, wahala, you can go. That was the last time I vow I will never do any spiritual work for anybody. That's why when you come for spiritual, I ask you, do you go to church? You say yes. Don't worry, I'm not ready for you. Go and meet somebody else. Till today. And how many followers do I have in the water that are actually not going to church? They are not much. Some of them, they are in the water religion, in the WhatsApp group. They are still going to church. And they think I don't know. Kingsley, you know that one, huh? When do Thanksgiving, say he borrow money, come see me for. Let me see if I can bring Kingsley up so that the conversation can be more smoother. Yes, I thought I saw Kingsley here now, but don't come out. I thought I saw Kingsley here now. Now this one pay my wife, eh? That one pay my wife where? He was the one that was giving. What? Adokpolo, you know I'm now the woman. Eh? His sack's not Adokpolo. What's your problem now? I thought you were Adokpolo. Let me remove you. The woman was giving Thanksgiving everywhere. I borrow money to come and see the reminder. Me that was using this, I'm not flying aeroplane everywhere. I was surprised. Money came, but because they know that she cannot be trusted. Which was nonsense that you are here? Were you not on the panel when I was calling you? I'm here. She lost everything. She lost everything. I was just surprised. How can everything happen? The next thing she was not posting. You save me, Lord, when no one is in. What's the name of that song? That Christian song. You run from me when others call on their God, Jesus. You know they use me play. Oh, I say wait. So now we be juju when fail you. You were with your Jesus and hunger won't kill you. After a day, I decided to say, and I remember that I called. I said, I am ready to bless you. You went to different shrine. When you went to shrine, you went to a very powerful shrine in Nigeria here. And the deity told you that I cannot bless you. The person that can bless you is a God in Lagos. Go and meet him. And you came and I did work and everything worked. From borrowing money to come to Lagos, you started flying aeroplane, private jet, back to back from your cities to different cities. Money was going. A contract of 4 point something. The moment 4 point something contract enter, what happened? For like almost a month, this person did not even call me. Hey, the next thing I'm saying, you lift me up, you run for me. When some carry their God, you carry me. When others carry their God, thank the waters, I know they carry my God. What I drew in the temple are their essences. You bless me, Lord. When others, they bless their God, Jesus. You know they use me play. I say, okay. No wahala. Jesus not use it play. No wahala. No wahala. Let's see what Jesus will do for you now. Let's see how Jesus will save you from this. Jesus not save her. Jesus not save her. Jesus not. They see they struggle with that this thing. See, I say Jesus not save her. Do you know what it means that you are giving a contract, for example, a contract of 400 million? As they give you the contract to work in this community, the cost to do the contract will be around 300 and something million. Your gain from the contract should be around 70 something million. And you are supposed to settle people. The person that you are supposed to settle, the main person you are supposed to settle, is asking for 150 million. Meaning, you will not be able to do the job, or you will do it substandard, which will make you blacklisted from contractors. Now you call me, sir, can you help me? What? I say I can do something, and this man asking you guys to pay 100 million. You will just transfer. The person was asking for 1.3 billion. I think you guys will just transfer 100 million, and he will accept it. This woman promised that the moment the contract lands and the first payment is made, sir, I'm going to transfer 50 million to your account. 1.3 billion was paid. I don't want to mention the ministry. I don't want to mention the contract. I don't want to mention the states. It's not a Nigerian state. It's a northern state. That was where the contract came from. The minister that approved the contract, I don't want to mention the minister's name. The woman said, we will just run around, do logistics. When the second money is paid, we will be able to pay. I said, Kai. I smiled. Yeah, no, I lost everything. They retracted the money that was already paid. They retracted the money that was already paid. That yes, the government retracted the money that was already paid. It was then I was made to understand that federal government will not pay you until you have done the job to a certain place. They were the first people that federal government had to pay part of the money ahead. For example, I'm not talking more than that. Real life story. Have you had a lamb?
No.
I'm angry with Dokbolo because he has been in the group. He knows the person I'm talking of. And I'm calling him to respond. He's not responding. What's the person's name? Dokbolo, what's the person's name? Type the person's name. The name starts with J. What's the person's name? Don't mention the city. Don't mention where he come from. He's a known face. He's a known person. What about the one from Emevo? The Emevo commissioner. She was not a commissioner. You don't know about that one. One woman, when we want to do events for Asaba, he said me we can't use in house, in office space. As he send a picture, I don't like him. That one come empty-handed. They do a federal state government give and they make a commissioner. Money enter. All the promises of buying land for us to build a temple in Asaba to today, nothing come up. Sometimes when you see me that they charge people, ask yourself, what will give this man the audacity to say, give me 1 million to offer blood? If I don't believe in what I'm doing, if I don't know what I'm doing, I will not charge you. I'm not like all those people when go tell say, bring 45,000, let's go and do. More than talk to now when they here. How many of you don't do spiritual work? Una pay 45,000, go do spiritual work. Say I'll do. Then after do them, una come begin the cash out. Everything they happen for una. No, show me now. If you did, then go and meet that person. Go meet her. Not be me. Call me scammer, not concern me. Go meet her. Go meet her, may do work for you. I know you do work. Me not teacher, I be not teacher, they teach. I know you do work. I know you do spiritual work for people. Not teacher, they teach. If I teach you, not use your brain. If you come out, if you leave the teaching, you want to go spiritual work, then you got to hold rubber. I tell people, poor people not they serve juju. Poor people they serve juju. You know they see waiting I build for juju. If you build them, use 100 million to buy land. That land is worth 100 million. It is a day easy. Marble ties. Light. My boy they tell me say, oh guy, no say 5 years I go break that temple. I say yes, I go break it down. The temple too looks small for me. It too do short. I want to do a 2-story building temple up. First floor, second floor, third floor. Full temple, high automated temple. When you enter, you not go near. I want to see the one I want to build in the Delta State. When you enter temple, to enter church go tire you. Now you go to say, is this like I will build the most beautiful temple on earth that no church on earth will be able to rival it. When you come in, to the side juju go they hungry you. To the side juju go. Promise is not a debt. That's a lie. People know promise is not a debt. You can promise somebody something and you will buy and nothing will happen to you. Promise is not a debt. Whoever make promises is a thief. You don't make promises. Whoever, anybody say, I don't want to promise to come back now, that person is a thief, is a scammer. There are things I teach my members. Avoid it. And some of my members, they are so foolish, they don't want to avoid it. Number one, don't ever borrow money or beg. Don't ever borrow money or beg. Don't ever lend money to people. If somebody come and meet you, sir, please, if you borrow me 100,000, I not feel borrow you 100. Don't say I not get to. When you open your mouth and say you not get, you are using negative words on yourself. You are trying to curse yourself. Tell the person, say, I have a project on hand. And the project, we have budgeted 100 million naira. Call big amount of money. You say, which time I take get money to do project 100 million? In your mind, your project, you need 100 million. What project do you have need money? Your life, your business. You need 100 million to run a project. You have a project on hand. What's the project? Your life is the project. So you have budgeted 100 million for it. And things are already ongoing. You can't touch the money. The only thing you can just give you now is that I can only give you 5,000. You go, what? 100 million? You have already called forth millions into your life. By so doing, even the gods will say, the gods will check your account. This guy not get 100 million. No. Which project? Oh, his life. He has budgeted 100 million and he doesn't have it because he has said it. Let's make it happen. You go wake up 6, 4, 5 months, 1 year. You see yourself in a place that when you start quantifying how much was spent, it will be more than 100 million. And you say, how did I get the money? You will not be able to explain how the money comes. It's going to come from 100,000 that came in, 200,000 that came in, you just put them inside. 200,000 that came in, you just put them inside. 150 that came in, you just put them inside. This that came in, you put them inside. And before you see, you don't move. You don't move. So when you come say, sir, help me, I promise. And some will now use what guys make a feeling funky scammer. Now only scammer they use that word. Check my picture. You should be able to know your picture. You should be able to know if I'm lying. Right now, psychologically, your brain can deceive you. You can literally, your brain can make you think you are saying the truth until the money comes. Do you know promise? This woman promise, say, sir, you are coming to Asaba to build a temple. 50 million. Abi? 50 million. He said, yes, that's the word. I go use money to where you are Dagba. I was happy. I go water. Ask my wife. Wife is here. I can hear you. I go water. Now, because of her, I was not going to the sea every night. Even when I knew everything. To the extent that I discovered that where she was staying, rent finish. I tell her, I said, the way I move here, that's how you will move. You will enter a compound that will look like my compound. There will be trees in the compound. You will live in the compound, and money will come. You will buy the compound from the owner. That was how it happened. And according to her, even the husband said, since you started following this man, things have been working well for us. Even your character has changed. I think we should be following this man. They rented a 3-bedroom apartment, just as my compound looked like. Trees were there. He sent me picture. He even told me that, sir, I just saw this as it looked like your house, but we don't even have money. The only money we have in our account, and I'm talking to you now, is 20,000 naira. I'm sending you the 20,000 naira. I said, don't send me. He said, no, I'm sending you the 20,000 naira. She sent the 20,000. And I went to the ocean and I said, the exact money to pay that rent will enter your hand before the end of this month. The governor of her state called her. Somebody else called her. And 2.2 million that was supposed to be the rent, exact, both agency, she got it in 1 day. In 1 day. Sir, the exact money. He said the husband was like, this man, exact as he took him. My dear, I know they help people. I was not sent to help you. I was sent to remind you. That's why I'm called the what? The reminder. I'm the reminder. I'm not the helper. I'm the reminder. So, nothing you want to tell me. No, if you not get money, go work. Go do agbero. You want to be wealthy, yet you are not. You don't have money. Do poor people become wealthy? No. Poor people work. After work, they make money. They use the money to make wealth. Bring the money. Let's turn it to wealth for you. There are people sleeping in the temple as I'm talking to you now. Tomorrow now, when I'll come see that they blow now. They not use blood money. They were diligent. The gods trusted them, and the gods blessed them. I can tell you, go online, type Babalawo, they're fool that will collect 3,500 to do a Afa divination for you. Me, I don't do Afa divination. And do you know some of you don't know what it's called Afa divination? Some of you don't know what it's called Afa divination. Afa divination is poetry. It's like Psalms. So when you throw it and it appears 1, 1, 2, 3, there is a Idu, like Idu is called like a hymn. I think I wrote something on it. I don't know when I talk. I'll read some of the Idu so you understand what I'm saying. Orimila, Idu, divination scenario, healing, Ewu, palm oil after dogs, never wear red or taifa or ileifa, reject or sister obiabata. Okay, these are several rituals you do. I have more than, my wife will be surprised. I have more than 150 different powerful rituals, powerful Yoruba rituals. The ritual to turn you to a mad person, ritual to collect money from you, ritual to make you not have sense, ritual to bring a lot of things, they fool, and what you should avoid. Everything while doing the ritual, they are there. Like this one, this is the one you do at the crossroad at dawn. Iyeku, Ejiegbe, that's it. The divination ceremony appears when quiet faces irreversible choices with ancestral implication, meaning you have done something that has made the ancestors not to bless you. The items you need is Ewe Akoko. You need that. And you do the invocation on a crossroad. And you read the Idu 118 of it. Then, I don't want to go further. These are the things I have on my archives. So, my people, all of this knowledge gathered, chosen by the gods. Not Erika Koko, I said, oh. This is Erika Koko. Ewe Akoko. Is it Ewe Akoko? Ewe Akoko. E-W-E-A-K-O. A-K-O. That's what I said. All right, any question again? Ẹlẹ́gbà Ògún Òṣòṣì Ọbàtálá Ọ̀yà Ọ̀ṣun Yẹmọ Ọ̀yà Ṣàngó Ọ̀rúnmìlà Amadioha Ani Ekwensu Idemili Ikenga Mbini Akpabi Ra Mat Anpu Oset Heru Epidemic Neftis Sekhmet Bastet. So how do I come for consultation? Book is just 300,000. It's not expensive. Oh, any other question? Ask me before I go back on Komoto. Ask me question, please. You guys, come on live. Ask me question. Come on live. Ask me question. Ask me sensible question. Don't ask me question about how your family is being drawn in. Shabash, shabash, shabash.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Let me bring the critic out so that whether critic will criticize me. Let's start from WF. Osinashi, what's your question? No question.
I didn't hear you, sir.
No, it's not you yet. It's not you yet. Relax. Okay, Zami, what's your question? Zami, what's your question?
Sir, I don't have a question. I thought you want to do.
Oh yeah, Victoria, what's your question?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, how are you?
I thank you, sir. I came since I was hearing you, so I thought you were going to check my profile. I even thought that was why you brought me up, because I've been messaging on the comment section.
No, I just accepted people that are there. I cannot do consultation to anybody except I'm moved to. Except I'm
Any
moved to.
message for me?
No message. If there's a message for you, I would have chosen you. You hear me now?
No problem, sir.
What do you do for a living?
I sell online. I had a store before, but it's closed. So I sell t-shirt online.
What kind of t-shirt? Male t-shirt.
Yeah, it's both male and female.
Do you do hookup?
No, sir. I'm married, but about to be divorced.
What happened?
No.
How many children?
The story is long. I've called before. I did consultation before.
With
I don't know
me?
whether I can remember me. Yes, on WhatsApp.
You paid for consultation 300,000 I did for you?
No, no, not consultation. Like I paid for phone call.
Okay, the lady in Worry.
Yes, sir.
You are not serious now.
Yeah.
You're not serious. I told you everything.
No, I didn't say I wasn't serious.
You're not. I even told you to even. I told you if you can come to Lagos.
And I said, as at that time I was breastfeeding.
Okay, yes, I remember.
No, I'm married now. There was no way I could.
So what about your husband?
We finally separated.
It's not about finally separated. That time, you were still under his roof, and I told you something, that you guys will go your separate way. And I told you something, that you have made a mistake. You have to accept this mistake. And then, come to Lagos. I will do water cleansing for you. Then you have to start a new life entirely. You said yes. That was the last time we spoke. You didn't reach out to me again till today.
No, sir. It's not like that. You know, I just said that I was breastfeeding. No, and you know, when you're married, you cannot just go. And at the same time, there was no way I could come because no money, the transport and all of that.
You're right.
But now, during this period, a lot has happened. I went back to Port Harcourt with my baby, so we're on the edge of returning diary and all of that. And it's I don't even know. It's so much actually.
Meaning everything I told you that time.
Go ahead or
so everything I told you that time is already coming to pass.
Because we are no longer I'm no longer there.
Yes. That time I was talking to you, you were still with him now.
Long.
That time we were talking to you, you were still with him, right? You were still with him, I remember.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can remember the face of the young man, sir. Remember the face of the young man. Anyway, You can chat me up later. Let me. I don't know. What can I do for you? Like, it's the thing that I said. You have to accept of you coming, starting all over. You need what? Like I said you need water cleansing. Then after the water cleansing, you do an acceptance ritual. And I remember that time I told you, I say I give you 6 to 7 months. I say maximum 1 year. I say you find yourself in a different place entirely. But let me tell you this. Every point of solution, there is somebody waiting to scatter it. 100%. And this person there are parts of a person that spirits attack. If they want to destroy you of Enki, they always happy. Now, there are areas of your life they mess with so that you don't make the right decision. Number one, they mess with your psychology, they mess with your dreams, and they mess with your manifestation. Your manifestation has to do with money. And so, if you have to come to Lagos, now that period when they tell you, may you come Lagos. Now, good. Now that period, you will dream some certain dreams that you will not be able to understand. Now that period, you will be very indifferent about making the decision to even come to Lagos. Until the thing will become too late and you will wake up one morning and you find yourself that you have gone past where you cannot be saved again. That is what really happened to people. That is what happened to people. Yeah, people will still say I'm a scammer. It's okay. They don't like it when you tell them the truth.
So, please, I know I'm not the only one here. Other people have questions. Libby, I want to ask you, is there anything relating to calling? Like maybe a kind of calling, a kind of work I'm supposed to be doing here. That's why all these things are not working.
Okay, like a priestess. Right?
Don't know, but
like spiritual work, Abi?
Many at times I feel the urge that I'm not doing what I am supposed to be doing.
Okay. Now let me ask a question. Which school did you go to?
No, I'm not a graduate, sir.
So let me ask a question. A deity, a spirit, an ancestor, in 2025 that wants to call you to use you. In 2025, for some of people when they internet they use their brain. A deity that wants to call you in 2025. An ancestor that wants to call you in 2025. But did not put the necessary things in place right from when you were born to at least get a university degree, but allowed you, did not direct your feet properly, but not directed your feet to enter the hand of a man that you married because he has money. He's a small boy that just mistakenly pick money for Yahoo, and all of you just married, and today now is not that they want you to first make a mistake of not going to school. They're marrying the boy that did not go to school, that did Yahoo and money come. And then finally you marry. And then Yahoo boy money don't finish now. Marriage just scatter. And then the next is that it's a step for you to become a priestess. You have something important. Such a spirit is a bad spirit. Is an idiot spirit. Is an evil spirit. Such spirits, I need to beat that spirit. That ancestor, we need to bury that ancestor a second time. What you need, Victoria, right now is look for your grandmother or your mother to take care of that child. Leave Port Harcourt. Stay far away from your child. Look for something to do that you can get money. If you cannot go back to the university, don't go and learn makeup artist. I don't know. Makeup artist is not a profession. I can even do makeup artist as I did like this now. I can draw this thing on your face. Makeup artist is not a job. It's not a profession. Hair salon is not a profession. Now, big men when get money, when no one made their wife go work for people, now they open hair salon for their wife. Not be the money when they bring money, now just to sit down and they open hair salon. If you want to go and do seamstress, tailor is good. Tailor is good. Let's leave hair salon to people that don't know how to. Let's leave hair salon and makeup and pedicure for people that did not plan their life well. Their brain is not heavy enough to think properly. Let them do it. You that have a very heavy brain, go to tailor. And it's true. Go and do your tailoring. You are not married to a rich man that will open a big. I have a friend of mine that has a very nice, that's where I make my hair, a very nice this thing. She's married to a very rich guy. The guy is not even in Nigeria here. They are doing very well. And I know the husband very well. If the woman tell her, say, hello, sweetie, I just got a job in Lekki, I want to go start work. The man will go where the work day. He go burn the office down. You know those kind of men, those kind of husband when just want their wife to just sit down, enjoy, let me feed you. You are not lucky to have such a man. So now then they always open supermarket for you, open this thing for you. You don't ever see one big man say open tailoring business for your wife. No, because tailoring business require brain. It require brain. But hair salon don't require brain. I don't need brain to do this thing where. I don't need brain. I don't need brain to do this thing where. See, I don't need brain. Let me say that they do have on internet. It dey bounce. It dey bounce. The sound say it dey bounce. Not be sponge. Yeah. Now just 85K. A Christmas bonus. Oh man, don't scatter your hair. So Victoria laugh now. At least with a plane, I just laugh small. Hey. I dey pray make her parent not dey this life. Now go kill me tomorrow morning. She don't always dey watch my life. She don't see this life.
So, sir.
Yeah. Go and do tailoring or go to IT, register for a computer class.
So.
Go and register for a computer class, learn, or go and meet someone to serve. Either as a seamstress or even as a cook. Tomorrow you can have your own kitchen, or you can start working for a big industry to cook. You see, your life will start. Or start a kind of business that brings dignity to your name. Not selling t-shirts. All the guys here, if you tell them, say, what you do in business is to sell t-shirts for men and women on this thing, is what they do in Lagos. It's hook up. I'll just chat you up. How much is this t-shirt? Say it's 45,000. Home delivery or what? Am I coming to your place to collect it, or you are coming to my place to collect it? If you want me to come, if you want home delivery, it's 50,000. You come and deliver it in the house for me. There is no shit. That's what they do here. So you have a very beautiful destiny ahead. It has nothing to do with you serving in the water. It has to do with you becoming a better person in the society, to give birth to amazing children, get married to an amazing man, and you'll be surprised what is ahead of you. It's beautiful. You must not rub shock and wear. Make hunger, make poverty not push you. Come begin to wear white. You go make money if you start wearing white, so lie to people, because me and you, some of these women, me and you, we know, say some of them, they go learn. If you have to go and learn how to do divination for you to start doing divination, that means you are not called. You are not called. You get it now? So my dear sister, if you have potential, the last time I spoke to you, you spoke very well, you're very articulate, you like You have so much ahead of you. You just wasted your time with that man. And tomorrow now, imagine as you did now, one guy can come online, can insult you. Single mother, what are you doing? Out of that vaccination, you start using one stupid boy when you don't use your brain well, take go marry because of money. Because they insult every other person, all men are scum. You don't know that you were the one that made the mistake by following somebody that did not go to school, does not even know. I have boys, I have men that are doing business on the IT, that does cryptocurrency businesses. They are educated, they are well positioned in life, and when they make the money, they do it well. But you want to meet somebody that did not buy land. I know the last time he told me, the guys, he bought a Camry and he sold a Camry. I don't know, this kind of talk. If you are still in good terms with your mother, beg your mother to take care of your child. Move out of Port Harcourt. No near worry again. Places you have stayed before, move away. Go to a place that you know nobody. That is where the gods will help you. Because the testimony of every big man is, as I enter Port Harcourt, I knew nobody, but I know I was going to make it. And today I make it. Oftentimes, where people know you, you can hardly grow there until you go out. If you cannot go out, you decide to become a different person that they start walking away from you. Some of you started seeing good things in your life because your family started calling you juju worshiper. They started staying away from you. That's when you started seeing light in your life. Is that okay? Victoria, my beautiful daughter.
Yes, sir.
Now, girl, you born that having a boy.
Okay.
I wish you born that picky out of wedlock now for your carry the picking. Send the boy to jail, not come back again. And then go die. I'll carry the picking, go with that. Hey, it's okay. Don't worry, you'll be fine, eh?
Sadly, me.
You'll be fine, eh? All right, so let's talk. Let me talk to you. You can chat me up later. I don't have your number again, though, but if you see have it, you can chat me up later. Let me talk to another person.
Good evening, sir.
Who is this person? Enyabo.
Smiles Fitness.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much for the 400 naira you sent to me. You are full of wisdom. Thank you. Who is this person? Julian Empire. Thank you very much. Julian Empire. Thank you very much. Now, this one I made, they know they like me. Oh, they say I be scammer because I did tell them truth. So, relax now. Got to talk. There you go. Now, Shebi is supposed to talk. Shebi, you're not talking. Okay, get out.
Good evening.
Wait, okay, relax now. Somebody did below you now. Okay, Maxine, you can talk now. Yeah, if you want me to bring you up, say let me bring you up and I will bring you up. There's some people there that I request to come up.
Okay,
yes, remove your earpiece, Oga, beg.
Okay. Can you hear me?
It's not your turn yet. We are coming from down up. I'm sorry. Maxine don't want to
Can
talk.
you hear me now? You didn't hear me?
Oga, it's not your turn yet. Wait. Smeely, you want to say something? No. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can talk now, Oga. You can talk now.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
You didn't hear me now? Okay.
Yes, talk. I did hear you.
Why can't I hear you?
Remove your earpiece.
One second, just
Yeah, so the question I was asking, and the question why they are just now, is you see, all these gods you mentioned there, I was just wondering, 'cause I don't hear of people, humanity, human beings, they as powerful as any god if you mention, but not in this our physical form. Now our higher self, just our another essence of a human being, where most people don't know about.
Okay.
But the thing is, we know they are aware of them. We are not. Let's say this society don't deceive us to know that kind of truth. That say we get a higher self that is equivalent to being a god.
Okay.
But the problem is, if you can connect to it, you don't really need anything outside of yourself.
Okay.
Do you think that's true? What do you think about that?
That what?
That human beings have their own, they don't need any power other than the one they have. But a lot of people are not aware of them, of this higher self, of their own person.
And people always need something above themselves. Everybody needs something above themselves. So there are power that are above you.
I'm not just say you understand it. What I talk about, not be this our physical self.
Okay.
We talk about.
Okay.
There is a higher self. It's somebody, jump like your oversoul or that kind of thing. I don't hear about them. But we know they are aware of this, our higher self. You know, I don't see people where they feel connect to them, and they guide their life.
Okay.
So, what do you think about? I don't know if you don't get that experience or get that knowledge, or because from which I don't hear, and I say all this religion and cults and everything, we don't do this earth for many centuries, are all there to deceive us, to prevent us from being able to be aware of that our own self, that the power there within us, which is actually the message of Jesus Christ. That everything when you need there inside you, but we don't know that. We are not able to connect with our inner self through the heart center, and being able to, manifest something properly. Although it could require somebody to live in integrity and all that, but a lot of people are not aware of this.
Okay, now the question, my own is this. What is now the solution?
Exactly. Well, the reason I asked the question, I say, when you tell people about, I listen to you, everything you're saying, it makes perfect sense. Not true you talk, but for me, it seems like the old life be that, the life when you give human beings, they give their power away to something they believe is greater than them. But there's actually nothing greater than a human being. A human being is that powerful. Okay. You understand? But they are not aware. That's the problem. Okay. So if you ask me about the solution, for me, the solution now for them to recognize, first thing first, to recognize the power where you need, the help where they find, they're inside you. All you have to do is connect with that quiet part of you where you don't even know, say they're there.
Okay. So I don't mind non-vessel. Have you been able to connect to that same power?
Well, exactly. That's a very good question. I did in the process as well.
Oh, you are in the. So who are you going to learn it from? Somebody that have connected?
The thing is, you don't need to learn it from anybody. It's just for you to just sit down quietly.
Rosette.
And meditate.
Rosette, you can come. Rosette, you can come to TikTok for me to bring you up. I don't know how they bring people up on
So, Margaret, that's just what I want, you know. I mean, I appreciate your messages and everything.
I understand, but I want, because people are really curious now. Now, I want to agree that there is everything you need is inside of you, like most people will teach, and there is no external power outside there. Now, my question is that, and I ask you that, have you been able to see that have you been able to accept, as in, have you attained that level? You said no, you are still learning, Abi?
Oh yes,
good.
Absolutely. That process.
So now I'm asking you.
The revelation, yeah. The revelation don't take me. I mean, I don't. Yeah, from many sources, read some books and everything, and it's actually true. You know, I just want. I mean, like I said, we need to find out more information about them, and meditating, and to meditate for this world we did. I know, easy.
So,
you know?
Meaning,
so
what can stop you from not meditating?
Yeah, it's a busy life for me, to be honest, you know.
Okay, so the busy life is, so the busy life can control your zeal to meditate, right?
No, it can't.
So why are you not meditating?
Well, it's a good question. It's a good question, but it's not like I'm not meditating at all. But I need to stay consistent.
So why are you not consistent?
My brother, I get job, get children, which are they go to school and everything.
Okay, you do you work for somebody? Are you paid salary by someone?
Yes, by an authority. Yeah.
Okay, good. Is it like government or private?
So it's private.
So, are you the owner of the private company?
No, not at all.
So what is the difference between you working for the owner of the private company and the person that owns it? Why are you working for him? Does he have two heads and you have one? Why is it that he owns the company and you are working for him?
Oh,
can you explain?
You have to work. Yeah, of course, absolutely. I mean, everybody cannot work for themselves. You understand? If you're working for Amazon now, for instance, and they're paying you good salary, I mean, how would you classify that? Oh, why are you working for Amazon? Why can't you go and set up your own this thing? You understand? So everybody cannot work for themselves.
Good. So you just gave me a law now. So you just gave me a truth now that there is a truth that everybody cannot work for themselves. So that truth that everybody cannot work for themselves, who set up that rule?
I'm not aware if it's a rule.
It's a rule already.
That's just the reality of
things. Good. So the reality of things, who said the reality? So you see, when people bring this idea that you are a God inside of you, yes, I know the gods made us equal with them, but Jerry, everything you need in life is inside of you. You can manifest this. It's one of the most. I manifest. Nothing happen until I begin to wear cowrie. Was it the cowrie that gave me the money? It was not the cowrie.
No.
Did anything ever change in me? Nothing changed. It was still the knowledge of web development. It was still the people I worked for that paid me 80. Why would they come back after 1 year and start paying me 8 million? Did that increase in knowledge? No. Did that increase in wealth? No. But why did they come back and they are willing to pay 8 million after 1 year that they paid me 80,000? Because you join.
Okay. All right. No, bro. No mistake which I tried.
No, I like it. No, I'm not even teaching you alone. I want to teach every other person too. So I like.
Okay, yeah. I know.
Yes.
Dispute that knowledge.
Yes, you just made this life very interactive, and you know when you pose that questions like this, the gods are excited. Jehuti is excited because even me, I'm excited because that's when I go down into the gods because they don't want me to be disgraced. So when you ask questions that I cannot answer, they will be disgraced because they sent me. So if they don't want to be disgraced, they start coming into my subconscious and start giving me the answer. And so when I answer you, I'm not the one answering you, it's the God talking to you. So you see, there is always an external force that controls things. That external force is invisible. And that external force is powered and connected with breath. So
Okay. All right.
you
see,
have
everything-
you have to be alive.
actually-
You have to be
Yeah,
alive to be able to connect to that external force. Because when you buy, the connectivity to that external force is no longer there. You become one with the force, either negatively or positively.
Okay.
You know what is called that force?
But the one source, I mean, they refer to everybody go call on God.
It's called spirituality, spirits. From the Latin word spiritus or spiritus. And the original meaning of the word spiritus is breath, soul, to breathe, life. That is the meaning of spirit, nothingness. The word, I'm a very spiritual person. If we actually go to the original meaning of the word spiritual, means I'm a very alive person. I'm a living person. That's the word. Spirituality means I'm living. Good. Now, being alive and having the knowledge that I'm alive is the first step for spiritual awareness. You are soul aware. You are breath aware. So your Bible said he gave the breath of life. He did not give the breath of life. Breath means I'm alive. He didn't give the breath of life. Now, the breath of life is not is knowledge. It was what was given to man that the gods were angry. Why did you give them the forbidden fruit? There is no apple any garden. It was just knowledge and innovation that Enki gave to mankind because Enki fell in love with man. Whereas Eni wanted to use man as slaves.
Can I say something there?
Yeah.
But this now another dimension altogether. That name when you call Enki. What I heard is, I mean, you're saying is the breath, the knowledge, and all that. Yeah, but in some other people call them the genetic codes of a human being. Now he modified.
Yes, he modified it.
Do you think that's correct?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The same thing.
Okay.
He saw man. He discovered that man was being used as slave. Now, when Enil traveled back to the galaxy, he modified the gene of men to give them knowledge and innovation, which is the forbidden fruit. It's like a forbidden, they call it forbidden. That's why Billy Cassie calls his podcast Forbidden Knowledge. The only knowledge that men had was to go to the mine, work, mine gold, bring to the gods. That was the only knowledge available for man. They didn't even have the knowledge of procreation. They didn't have the knowledge of knacking. And so when they were given the forbidden knowledge, they started thinking like the gods. They started having a will of their own. And that was what Enlil said. Why did you give them? He said, but we made them in our own image. Why can't they have it? He said, no. And sometimes I feel like Enki knows to try. Forgive me, my great-grandfather. Because it has brought more chaos to us. Because it was that knowledge that brought about chaos in Nibiru that made Nibiru started destroying why they needed go to repair it. So why would you give them this knowledge? They will destroy their own world. Is it really happening to us today? Yes. We are destroying our own world today. You know, the ozone layer is becoming thinner.
Yeah.
Cities are becoming smelling. Bushes are becoming more fresh than cities.
You're right. Very correct.
So the knowledge they gave to man was forbidden. Did Enki regret it? Enki regret it. Hence, even in the Bible, he said it. Enki said it in the Bible. He said, for the knowledge, I cannot quote the Bible. We have our own divine scripture, which is Nima Sedani. He said, "For the knowledge ye have given us." Let me read it so that you guys will understand where I'm coming from. For the knowledge you have given us. That's Nima Sedani chapter 1. That should be chapter 1. Nima Sedani chapter 1. They call, "Know this, O children of Akebula, that I have not come to perform miracles." Okay, let's go down to verse 10 said, "Like in the order of thought, so have we raised Uzih as a reminder of the wisdom and the writings of thought. But men have no regard for wisdom and have chosen the way of folly. So on the day when they shall stand before their ancestors, their face shall be covered with shame, for in their wisdom they forgot the ways of truth and reasoning, and have embraced the strange ancestors, and have desecrated the land in which their life path was buried. But then many will cry, O ancient waters, ancient spirit, had it been that we were told, we would have followed." Then ample Anubis would answer them, "The reminder was sent, but you did not what? Adhere." Chapter 2, which is verse 1. I think that's where towards the end verse, it said, "Let it be that Lord Uzih, the Lord of all sees, Lord of wisdom, he essence are coming." He said, "His essence shall bring peace to your children. It shall bring wisdom." I think that should be the knowledge that you have given us has devoured us. How many of you stood to represent the essence through which Enki has suffered? Good, good, good. For the knowledge we embrace the ways, and shame has not fallen on us. Okay, yeah, when you read from verse 11 said, that's verse 9 said, "Have you not known that he was given power to make you gods, as you are made in the image and the likeness of the gods?" Verse 10 said, "Know this, that Enki was made known before you as Satan, the evil one, and Enil as Yahweh, the righteous. But the ways of the enemies of mankind shall not be long hidden, for in due time the one you call evil shall become your savior, as he remains from the time beginning. Do not be afraid, children of, do not be afraid of the children of Yahweh, for they have reason to say, mankind will forever serve. But even in the courts of the gods, Enki stood for you." Verse 13 said, "How many of you stood to represent the essence through which Enki has sacrificed on? Rather, you connived with the gods and pied Osiris. You made the gods enemies of themselves, choosing which to follow and which to ignore. Now is the time that you walk the ways of your ancestors, that your light may be so bright that you don't leave this world unremembered." Now, when you read verse 15, it said, "Many of you are still in total darkness. Many of you are forgotten, and your essence is like the darkest of us night." 16 said, "Know this, that the reminder Uzih was sent to remind you of that which was before you, that is now, and that which is to come, that you will not be among the foolish, but among the wise, that your ways will be pure, and your heart will be as light as the feather. So you will not be among those who will say, we embrace the old ways, and shame has fallen on us. Do not be like the hypocrites who poured libation with empty promises. Who pour libation with empty promises. Who pour libation with malicious incantation. But in their heart, they want more than they have offered. And in their lips, they sing praises that did not come from their heart." 19 said, "Let this be that Lord Uzih, the Lord of the seas, the Lord of wisdom, the Lord of words among you, is among you. And as long as he stays within you, the peace that comes from knowing the truth will fall upon you. And until when he will leave you, his essence shall be God among men. His essence shall bring peace to your children. It shall bring wisdom to your children." Ashe. This is the same message I keep telling everybody. Right from the beginning, the major reason why mankind was created was to serve. But your father, Enki, the one who fashioned the essence of the children of Akebula, wanted you to be different. You need to understand that all the story we hear about the Neanderthal and the rest of, we the blacks, we were the first that was fashioned from the genetic manipulation. And we were the first that was given knowledge. And then Enil has to fashion another people to become our enemy. It has been there from time immemorial. I say this. These people.
That's the problem. That's the problem of people. Humanity.
Now, it's not humanity. Let me tell you something. Do you know that right now, we may have the knowledge, we may have the resources, we have gold, we have oil, we have everything. But the average African man is the most stupid, foolish person so far. Do you know why it is today? Because we have been genetically modified in 1930. We were modified in 1930. In the 1950s, we were modified. In the 1970s, we were modified. 100% we were modified. In the 1997, between 1996, 1997, 1998, we were modified. And guess what? In 2004, 2003, we were modified. And the greatest modification that came ever came in 2018, 2019, 2020. These years, I just counted now. I didn't read it from anywhere. It just came from my head. Go and check the greatest pandemic that befell the world, especially Africa. Hope you are aware. Who is sleeping here? Hope you are aware that as at 2000, there was nothing called mosquito on earth. It is not written in any scribe, anything, but we had beetles. We have locust, but there was nothing like mosquito ever. Okay, are you sleeping?
But I think
Who is sleeping here?
Who is it? I mean, your messages they are spot on. You ask me. I mean, they are. But I think when you say you get these messages here, you say you get this message from, because is it like telepathically, or how does it come to you?
Okay. Now
You refer to these beings as gods. Do you think maybe they are beings from higher realm, like higher dimensions, or?
okay. We will go from the linguistic meaning of the word God. You get it now? Good. Let's go to the linguistic meaning of God. Now, the word God comes from the Pro-Germanic word, So meaning the word God came after Medu-Neter, came after Greek, came after Latin, came after Rome.
Yeah.
So it's the language that came before English, because we know of Latin, then we have the early Latin, the mid Latin, the late Latin that now became Germany, the language of Germany. And then from the language of Germany, it branched to Russia, and then English, the Old English. Now, from German, the word God came from the Pro-Germanic word Gordon. Are you aware of that?
No, not really.
Good.
That's
Now, it's from the earliest written of Germanic word is in the 6th century codex. It's called Gordon. You get it now? Golden. And now I'm going somewhere. Now, when you hear the word golden, I'm coming. Let me go deep down. You will get what I'm saying. Now, to reconstruct Indo-European word gotum was derived from not the root of gon, which means either to call or to invoke. So the word God is to invoke, not something. So when you say, God in heaven, help me, it does not mean anything.
Anything, yeah, sure.
That's why I hardly use the word gods. Rather, I always use the word deities and ancestors and spirits. Hence, in the water religion, we don't call God or gods. We call ancient waters, ancient spirits. So, ancient waters, then ancient breath, ancient spirits, ancient souls. You get it? So the word God means to invoke. So when you call God, what are you invoking? Hence, in African spirituality, we don't have a word for a God. So each deity, which is the only word. Now let's even check the origin of the word. I will be right. I will be very, very right. Exactly, Dios, which is divine. Which is divine. So the fact, as a Christian, the right thing to call your God is deity. Is deity, not God. God means to invoke. It doesn't mean anything. It should be added into a sentence that
I mean, they were calling Yahweh God now. Yahweh is, they were calling him God.
you said if I want to use God in a sentence, I would say Mr. Etim Yabo, I God you to come. What have I done? What have I said?
You invoked me, that's what it means.
I invoke you to come. I God you to give me water. So, when I told you that, especially that religion that you guys call Christianity, is one of the best religion on earth. Like, is the only religion where the followers are actually what they are called in the Bible. Sheep.
Well, people don't know. People don't know. That's the problem.
They don't even know the name of their God.
They don't know. This is the deception that has gone on for centuries.
Their savior is called Jesus. And the letter J was just introduced less than 300 years ago. And they now changed it to Yeshua.
2,000 years ago.
Yeshua. And they call Yeshua. Even some African spiritualists say it's called Yeshua from Africa or there. She was never in African language. In Medu nature, it was not she. That's why you can never hear any African Asian deity with the sound she. No. You hear Osset, Bastet, Sekhmet. It's always key sound, sharp. We don't use sh. It was always with power. Sekhmet, Osset, Ra, Epidemic, Ogun, Olokun, Amadioha. Not be the Shango they call now. Even the Yoruba man does not call Shango. He does not call it Shango. He calls it Songo. It's not Shango. It's Songo. It's not Oshun. It's Osun. There was no she in African language. Go on. If you don't know, go and study Meduneta. Meduneta. Nata from nature, where the Latin got the word nature. They will tell you what we call nature come from this thing. And the name, what we call this, where we live. What do you call this world we live? We call it earth, right? Sand, abi?
Yeah,
Earth, good. Latin got the name for earth from what we call deity, Neteru. That was where earth came from.
Nataru.
Good.
Yeah, Nataru.
That was where the name earth came from. So some of the word you call some of the things you call on earth today, some of the words you use came from ancient African words. from earth to nature to water, Witra, from Wisri, the deity Wisri, which is Osiris, the husband of Osset, was where water come from, Wasri or Wisri, however you want to pronounce it. You get it now?
Yeah.
So that is it. And obviously your church, when you answer amen, it's among the the thief's deity you are calling. So most people don't know.
Yeah, I mean the world has been deceived for thousands of years, you know. So
Juliana Empire. Who is this Juliana Empire? Juliana Empire. Juliana Empire. Juliana Empire. Juliana Empire. Juliana Empire. He said, I've been following you for a while now, and everything you're saying is right. Obviously, I wish you can talk to me, so I will drop my number for you now. You can chat me up later.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir, please.
Is Enki coming back?
Enki,
Yeah.
come back to this world. To do what? Is that why you wrote it in your Bible that Jesus is coming back? Not coming back anymore.
No. Man, that's the Jesus this thing. That's the Jesus scam you're playing that is coming back. You know, but I'm just asking if Enki is coming back. You know.
His children are here already. People like me. I'm a descendant of Enki. We are here already. Our father don't need to come here. If human being, if you guys refuse to have sense, the few years I need to stay among with you people, I will stay and I will go. And when I go, another person will come. He will still speak. Until, if you guys refuse to hear, you will use your own hand to destroy your word. When you have destroyed your word, we will come back to this word and we will totally wipe all of you away, and we'll create a new gene of people that we raise from this same earth after we must have repaired it. And we will be remembered. I, Uzih, will be remembered. My temple will still be standing.
Yeah, of course. You know, the thing
But
is,
you know,
I think,
no, my temple will be standing. You know, my grave will be standing. My grave, I'm building my pyramid grave there. It's going to cost me over 900 million. That of me and my wife's and my children is going to be a temple, an innovation center, and a graveside. It will still be standing when the war will end. Just as the pyramid of Giza is standing, just as all the necropolis are still there, both the one in North America, South America, all the temples in India, that nobody can tell when they were built. They are still standing. All the sacred places will stay, but the people and their homes will all be washed out. At that time, people will start worshiping me, the God that you people refuse to worship. Because do you know in the time of Heru, people didn't worship him? This was, he was a son of a mad king.
I personally don't think that human beings are supposed to worship anything.
Human beings were originally created to serve. There's difference between serving. There's difference between serving and worship. To serve, you have no choice. When you are made to be slave, you have no choice. It's either you serve or be buyed. To worship.
Yeah, but that is where the Anunnaki were. That is where they broke the prime directive. You understand? By interfering in a lesser being.
Because they needed to use them. They needed to use them. It's like so when you use horse. Imagine horses now start becoming intelligent and they rebel.
Yes.
Good. Now, the worship gene was a later manipulation. When they discovered that men can no longer control their desires, they were even trying to build a tower to go and see where the gods are coming from. They have to modify them and give them a worship gene. And it was in that worship gene that the idea of them becoming our gods, divine being, comes to play. Where we are required to worship them for them to intervene in our life. And is it true? 100%. In fact, while you are sitting there, several deities, several gods, several Anunnakis have walked past your house. Like, they literally visit Earth every time, but you can never see them.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Because they can cloak themselves invisible.
Yeah.
They can walk faster than the speed of light. Like, faster than the speed of light. So they can just walk past and change where you put this remote control just to mess with you.
That's what I was saying. So that means you're not agreeing with me here now that the Anunnaki, they broke the Prime Directive. I mean, you know what is called the Diakura? That is their own Diakura.
The directive was for them to get gold from Earth. And there were beings here that doesn't look like us. And they didn't have the capacity to walk. So they have to modify some of those beings to become the humans. It took them thousands of years, they couldn't get it. Until Inanna volunteered to say, why not us create them the way we create our own self? Via gestation period. So the first experiment worked. And it was in holding the first baby that Enki and Inanna fell in love with the child. But they have to hide it. And you need to understand that more people that were created, it was not womb that carried them any longer. They now created a chamber where humans can be replicated. And you must know that before we came to perfection, the first people were human beings, like me and you, but they have both male and female reproductive system. But they cannot, the child cannot reproduce inside them. So when you make love to yourself, and the thing is what do you call it? Is mixed and fertilized, you pull it out. You push it out through the female side like an egg, and you hand it over to the Anunnakis. They take it to the incubator, and it incubates into a child. So the incubator is the one that feeds it and everything until the final division where man has to be splitted out and a woman has to be created. Now, because they want people to be as strong as men, the development, everything that makes a child develop comes from the father, not the woman. The woman is only a carrier. The woman provides the egg. The egg was already in man. And the things that used to produce the eggs from man still remain in us. As a man, put your hand here. Press it. So I don't know whether all men have it. Press it down. You will feel a lump, two lumps there. There is an English word they call it. That was the organ that was producing not our testes. That is why in a man, 2 bulb testes produces sperm. 2 tube holds egg. You get it now? Man was the one producing the egg for the tube to hold. They now transferred the tube into a woman and created for a woman within the tube to produce the eggs. And if you must know, just like when it was a man, you produce once in a month, so also is a woman. That is why if you go to science, a man's, though a woman is, at least they have not created a way whereby when a woman egg is brought out, it can't survive more than 24 hours. You get it now? Until it's either frozen. And science now have it that when you freeze the egg for more than 60 days going to 1 year, it cannot be too viable than when you harvest it newly. You get it now? Than when you harvest it newly. Amen. 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 Ome, I'm coming. Than when you harvest it newly. So, but for a man's sperm, you can save it for the next 15 years and it will still be viable as if it was harvested today. And if you want to understand this story, go and listen to the Dogon story of creation. Have you read it?
No.
The Dogon people of Central Africa.
I've read about the Dogons here.
Good. It's not the Yoruba theory. Yoruba is fake story. Igbo spirit story of creation is fake. Benin creation story is fake. The only part of West Africa. The only part of
creation story.
Eh?
Does Benin have creation story?
Yes, so there's still Odwena, Oduduwa, something like that.
No, that's not Benin. Benin doesn't have creation story. Now Yoruba get creation.
They share the same thing with Yoruba.
No.
They do. They have. They don't. They tell us when we did secondary school and they tell us so. They even said part of the gods. They call the name of part of the gods and the rest of.
You see what I don't understand with the Beninese is now the lack of record keeping really hinder them. Or maybe they kept records and are waiting in art form and join part of it still.
No.
Because I suspect I remember your finish this point. I suspect say the Beninese you are being visited by these beings who they talk about. So
now let me surprise you.
Because I know that there are dynasties in Benin that they refer to.
The archive where information were saved was in Benin.
Yeah, because
that was why Benin was attacked. So when Benin was attacked and they could not get hold of those archives, they discovered a tunnel that led to Aroshuku. They have to come.
Exactly.
They have to go to Aroshuku because Aru and Benin are the same people. You get it now?
Nice.
Now,
you've mentioned this before.
Aru has arrived there before Benin arrived. It was when Benin had arrived that other people started coming in, like the Ile-Ife and the rest of. But Benin still kept the lower Kemet language.
Wow.
But Aro people, they kept the ancient Leo language. Because the lower Kemet language changed. Hence, no matter how you want to talk, the Aro language and the Benin language does not look the same. Or then, why is it the Yoruba language, the Akan language, Mali language, Togo language, and they call them Akan language, Benin language, Igala, Akan, you know Akan in Ghana. They speak like Benin Yoruba. They don't speak Yoruba, but they speak like Benin. Then, more than 30 tribes in Togo, they speak like Benin.
Wow.
And do you think the country Benin was coincidence? No. The country Benin was a nation under the Benin Empire. And it was not spelled B-I-N-I. It was spelled Ubini.
Exactly.
And Ubini is not a Benin word. It's an Aro word. It's a deity in Aro that we all were worshipping. So when the Portuguese came and they said they want to build a church, the Benin people say, we cannot accept church here. Our main shrine is in Aro and it's called Ubini Babi. If we have to build a church, we have to name it after Aro. They now call it Aro deity, which is Aro Son. That is the ancient, oldest church cathedral in the whole of West Africa, built in 1615. And it carries two colors. It carries two colors. What is the color? Red and white. Benin is red. Aro is white. Aro came from the upper Kemet, which is the Kushites, while Benin came from the lower Kemet. Benin came from a community of wealth and affluence and power and war, because that was why upper Kemet was created by the Kushites and the Nubians. It was like the Dubai of the ancient times. That's why in Benin culture today, Benin culture is the culture that showcases wealth and affluence. We taught the Igbos that. I'm not trying to whitewash anything. This is not tribal supremacy. We taught them how to sell out, how to dress out. Even till today. Even till today. All the tribe in Nigeria, the most expensive attire is the Benin attire. Go and check. Go and do your research. An average Benin attire carries nothing less than 16 beads, 16 red coral beads. A strand of a coral bead is more than 2 million naira. For not be all those fake when they run and walk around them. I have one here. Is more than 2 million naira. One strand. You get that? It's not to wear white and then put this in and they spray money. Like one strand of a red coral, one is more than 2 million. The Oba of Benin crown, the red coral they use in making it was hand-picked. If you want to quantify that red coral, the attire and the red bead that the Oba wear in every occasion, Oba wear nothing less than 50 million naira worth of red coral. Go and do your research. You get it now? So that's where now. But when you go to Aro, they were, hope they said, Benin we are selling ivory toss, ivory, abi?
Yeah.
Ivory were coming from Aro through the underground. Now, they have what is called the long juju in Aro. You know of the long juju in Aro?
No, I don't know about it.
The long juju in Aro was a disguise for people not to enter the tunnel, that when you do something bad, you are sent into the tunnel. And it's true. Now, when they want to carry heavy artillery, I'm talking to you that in those times, the Aro and the Benin were trying to come up with a heavy technological advancement that will expand their military base. Hence, when the British came to attack, why didn't they burn down the community? Why were they attacking only the walls? Then, when they now attack Aroshuku, why did they go to the town and start destroying it? Why did they go straight to the shrine? Because the tunnel was by the shrine there that leads.
Do you think this underground tunnel still exists today?
It's still there. It's still there. And it's highly guided. It's like it is massively guided. You ask yourself, why is it that after Benin expedition, after Aro expedition, that was when technology started coming into this world? Yes, go and do your research. There was no technology anywhere in this world apart from moving of ships. And you must know that ship production, the coal that was used in moving ship was coming from where? Democratic Republic of Congo. People building the ship were coming from where? From Benin Empire. Because you need to understand that before British came to Benin Empire, Benin children were already traveling to Portugal, to Europe, to go and study and work, and they were heading different offices. A time came that a Benin son almost wanted to overthrow the King of England. This is more than 600 AD.
Basic all this history swept under the carpet.
Why they not go sweep and they won't tell you, say,
It's just that sometimes
Oga,
research.
as at the time we were wearing white linen, white silk.
Yeah.
White silk. We gave Romans white silk. We gave them white silk. As at the time we were wearing clothes, the European, the Anglo-Saxon and the European, even the Scandinavians, they were still wearing animal skin.
Bust my head.
They were still pooing without cleaning their yansh. They will use their hand to clean their yansh and remove it, and use it to rub their head to remove the shit from their body. They didn't have a sense of good smell or bad smell.
Correct.
Oh.
Baba, you know what I think? I think you should write series of books. So I mean, you know,
They go debunk them. The one I wrote and I uploaded for Amazon, they didn't accept it.
They didn't.
They say it's fallacy. Why would it be fallacy when there is true? Those are information that are not readily in the internet, that I can only have that information if I break into their library, their archive, and get it. So I did tell people, say, I'm being watched, and it's obvious that I'm being watched.
Let me say that. You don't categorize it as non-fiction. Because the things that then they control the narrative of this world. I mean, they're not going to let any other point of view come in to take any there. So it's just a shame. I mean, it's just a shame. I mean,
The first time I heard you talk about this Aru and Benin issue was the first time I ever, when I was flipping through the FYP, I heard the conversation of the Benin. We were talking about the Aruchuku, which was Paystack 77. That was the first time I ever saw your page, and I fell in love with the whole connection with. But the whole history around that is kind of what you are going slightly into right now, and it's something I know there's more to it. Yeah. There's more to that Paystack 77 that we that were born around that time, we don't even know the in total of what really took place. But I saw reasons with you, and I've been hoping that one or two times you might come back to it, but you never said anything about it again. That was the first time I fell in love with, and I started following you back to back. And I would really want to get some consultation because I resonate so much with a lot of things you say, and because I don't practice any kind of religion, despite the fact that my name is Edwards, from Jonathan Edwards, that descendant of slavery, and so much, that has to do with the Bible and all those kind of things. I don't resonate on that angle anymore. So I've been looking for someone to really, sit and have a talk with. But if it has to do with, consultation and all that, yes, I would also have some questions too, because we resonate so much deeply. And I know there are some questions you can answer. You can really answer. That's what I see. So I don't know if I have to book consultation or. I mean, hopefully, yes,
you have to. But let me just say this: How many of you will agree with me that religion is the biggest problem on earth today?
Oh, yes, 100%.
Yes, it's 200%.
100%, yeah.
And how many of you will also agree with me that religion is the reason why Africa is still backward?
Exactly. Yes, that is true.
100% true. Religion was used to hijack our civilization.
So, how many of you will agree with me? Religion is the only thing that will save us.
Religion and tribalism.
No. The only thing that will save us is religion.
Religion. I don't know which religion you're talking about.
Now, listen to me. Now, let me say this.
Religion of our own history. If you want to go
Nothing
back there.
can remove the worship gene out of us again. It's already part of us. We must worship. In fact, the fact that you don't believe in one religion, if you don't believe in one religion, automatically means you believe in something. Whatever thing you believe in becomes a religion, because what you do all the time is something that is called religion. Now let's go to the linguistic meaning of the word religion, its origin, and when it was first used. Are we ready now? Good. Now, you know, majority of the language we speak today come from Latin. You get it now? Good.
Exactly.
Now,
Yes.
the Latin origin of the word religion in Latin is called religio, which is obligation, bond. Did you get it now?
Yeah, I did.
Did you get it now? Bond. So, if bond and obligation has brought us here, the only thing that can save us is bond and obligation. Did you agree with me now? Do you agree with me now?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I agree with you.
I have more reservations about any kind of, like I just told you earlier when we started talking about human beings giving their power away. I believe human beings hold that authority over themselves, over their reality, so to speak.
Did I remove that guy that was here before?
You know, there's something they always see that I don't understand. They always say this thing that
If there is noise coming from your side, I will just remove you automatically. If there is noise coming from your side, I will just remove you straight. If there's noise, if you cannot mute your mic, you don't know how to mute your mic, meaning you don't know how to be here, I'll remove you immediately. Good. You are lucky. You got jokers for removing Nana. I will bring you back. I'll try to remove. Let me remove somebody and bring you back. Since these people are just here, they're not saying anything. I'll remove them. Okay, now you're back, Abi. Okay, now why did I say religion is what is going to fix us back? Is that they have a united religion.
okay.
We have multiple religions. The division was among Africans. The division was not among them, because they were created after we have already been divided against our own self. Their creation was to oppress us while we are to be divided. That is why even in Yoruba tradition of Ifa, when you will see some, you know, say now Yoruba Ifa, now Celestial Church come from, now Cherubi Sarafi come from. Here they call themselves Christian. Inside Yoruba Ifa, somebody go dey light candle, they throw away rice for ground. They do money temple, Oluwa money temple. If for inside Yoruba, inside Igbo religion, they will call themselves Amen and lie. Some people they use Okiite. Some they call themselves Ezenwine from the river of Amangu. Some they call different things. The Okuzu man spirituality is different from Amabe man. Arodizongu people different from Aro people. Different this thing. Now, when I stood by the sea and I said, how do we fix this? They said, you have to start a religion that will literally rival them. But first, you have to tell them here in your continent that everything they are doing is wrong. And the only true religion is the ancient Kemetic religion, where we have multiple deities and you decide to choose what to follow but one religion, which is the religion of ancestral worship and veneration. So in African spirituality, our religion is called African spirituality with multiple deities. And so when I come to Ghana, I will see people that worship Ra, Bastet. We are one. The color already said we are one. But he worship Bastet. The fact that you worship Bastet and I worship Ra does not mean we are different, because they all are all our gods. But today, when you come to Africa, Yoruba get Oduduwa, they get Oshun, they get this. And the day they told me that more than 80 to 90% of what you guys call deity here are all malicious spirits. They are all enemies of humankind, sent to live among men to deceive and make a mess with them.
Jesus.
Let me tell you, whether you like it or not, majority of the deities you worship here were created by the European for you to worship. The moment a deity color is not red and white, black was never a divine color. Black is a physical color that represents human power.
Say it again, please. Say it again. Say it again.
Smiles, I go use because of your wife, remove it from this live. Or you mute your mic. You see that? So you see, every deity in African spirituality in ancient times, they were very neat. In fact, if you want to build a temple for a deity, the deity will enumerate how the temple should be built. It was what finds itself in the Bible. The gold pillar, the wood that you should use, how clean the temple should look like, the position of the altars, where you offer blood sacrifice, where you offer burnt offering, the vessel you should use for incense burning, the type of wood you should burn, the type of incense you should burn. It was so expensive that ordinary people could not build temples. Only kings and priests were able to afford to build a temple. And so, people who don't have the wealth to worship deity, they had only one deity in common to worship. Do you know the name of the deity? Bastet, the cats. So in ancient times, Africans had a lot of cats because it was the cheapest animal, the cheapest deity that you could worship. You could just worship it with incense and praises and incantation and food and maize and fish. Finish. But you want to come and worship Anubis. If you don't have gold, you cannot worship. In fact, the requirement to build a temple for Anubis was so expensive that no man could build a temple for Anubis. I am the first person on earth that built a temple directly in honor of Anubis without accepting any donation from anybody from outside. Go online and check. You will never find, go online, type Temple of Anubis. It's only the one in Lekki. And my dear, our build temple finish. They tell me we don't want this. There is something that is inside the temple that the deity does not want. I have to dig four. This guy is making noise. I have to dig 4 lapis lazuli. You know lapis lazuli, right?
It's the rock. It's the rock. Yeah.
Good. I have to 4 lapis lazuli inside the temple. And so lapis lazuli had to bring down all of the energy. Bring down all of the energy for Anubis to be able to accept what I offered. You get what I'm saying now? So it's not easy. Like in temples, iron rods should not be there. You don't put iron. Iron is a negative element. Yes, you don't put it.
You see, I mean, I can just relate. You see a lot of lapis lazuli in those Egyptian tombs, you know.
I have them in the house. They are in the four corners. That's why I say when you enter the temple, if you are a spiritual person, you will feel energy tire. The four corners of that temple has lapis lazuli. Blood were offered.
Did you get them from here, from Nigeria, or
lapis is not here now. Lapis is from. It's not from here. The altar has lapis lazuli. The altar of blood has lapis lazuli. The altar of this has lapis lazuli. Even the moringa tree standing there has lapis lazuli. So lapis lazuli is called Ebenezer. Ebenezer, Ebenezer, the stone of help, only you are. Nathan and Bassity say, for in my mind, it is saying that Jesus might be Ebenezer. Ebenezer came from the Medu nature word lapis lazuli. That was the word. The divine stone, the stone of help, is called lapis lazuli. That's the stone that the gods could breathe with. So they have to bring more of it to earth. That's why we have so much deposit in Iraqi area, because that was where the gods stayed when they came. Anywhere you have lapis lazuli, you are inviting the Anunnakis.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Can I speak?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
When I send me gifts now, now what for now? I need to buy cold water in the morning, drink now. All these teachings now, what am I supposed to pay me money for?